name is Paige and I'm 25 years old. I work at the city hall. I've been dating my boyfriend Sam for 3 years, and on our 3rd anniversary, he proposed. I'm still totally over the moon about it. We're planning to get married in 6 months, but we decided to move in together first. So right now, we're in the middle of preparing for the big move. That being said, we haven't actually found a place yet. We've narrowed down some options, but Sam is super picky, and we just haven't found the right one yet. So we keep putting it off. We also want to buy new furniture and do a bunch of other things, so life has been pretty hectic lately. Today, we decided to check out another real estate agency together. This place seems to check off a lot of our boxes.
But don't you think it's a little far from the station?
Really? A 10-minute walk is pretty good, and I actually like it.
But isn't it kind of pricey?
Well, yeah, but it's new and designed to be really functional.
But I grew up in a house, so this feels kind of small to me.
Wait, if that's how you feel, how are you ever gonna live in an apartment? Until he proposed, we never really talked about what kind of place we wanted to live in. We usually split the bill on dates, too, so we never really had deep conversations about money. This was the first time I truly felt like our values didn't align. Honestly, the places we've been looking at aren't that expensive. The layouts are good, and I think they're perfectly fine for the two of us. But apparently, Sam doesn't see it that way. We've never had any big fights before, and I really thought we'd get along just fine. But I never imagined that house hunting would make me feel this uneasy. So we're putting it on hold again, huh?
Well, can't be helped.
In the end, we didn't even go see the place in person, just looked at the listing, dismissed it, and walked out of the real estate office. I actually thought today's place was pretty good.
Yeah, but I can't settle, and finding the right place is tough.
Okay, so how much would you consider reasonable?
Maybe if we each put in $300 a month?
Wait, $300 each? So a total of $600?
Yeah.
But the place we just looked at was under $600, so what's the problem? Then doesn't that mean today's place wasn't so bad?
Huh? What are you even talking about? If we lived there, all our money would go straight to the rent, and we'd have nothing left for actual living expenses.
Wait, what? All of our money gone from just rent? Does he mean that our total budget isn't just for rent, but for everything, including living expenses? My mind went completely blank from the shock, and then he hit me with this.
But back home, we get by just fine on $300 a month per person.
Excuse me, what? Wait, hold on. Sam, your family owns a house, so you don't even pay rent.
Huh? That doesn't matter. If you budget right, it should work out the same.
But there's more to it than just rent. There's utilities, groceries, household supplies.
Nah, I asked my mom, and she said our 5-person household runs just fine on $300 per person.
Sam's family consists of him, his parents, and his 2 younger sisters, 22 and 19 years old. I've met his mom many times. She's super friendly and even told me to call her Lisa. We get along really well. She's also incredibly organized and always cooks the most delicious, healthy meals. That's exactly why I knew there was no way she actually meant we live on $300 per person, including everything. There had to be some misunderstanding, right? Wait, when you say $300 a month, is that just the amount you contribute to the household? Could it be that your parents are covering the rest?
If you don't believe me, just ask my mom. Anyway, this conversation's over.
With that, he completely shut down the discussion, making it impossible to press any further. Later, we had dinner together, and after that, Sam had some errands to run, so we parted ways and headed home. But I couldn't shake the conversation from my mind. The moment I got home, I decided to call Sam's mom, Lisa. Hello, Paige, sweetie, what's up? Actually, there's something I want to ask you about. I told Lisa everything Sam had said earlier. What? He actually said that? Yeah. Unbelievable. So that's why he asked me how much we spend each month. Well, let me be clear. I never said we can live on $300 per person. I figured as much, but I just had to check. Why would he say something like that then? I'm guessing when I told him we spend about $1,500 a month, he just divided that by 5. Wait, 5 people living on $1,500? I was already impressed by how well Lisa managed their household, but breaking it down like that? Okay, sure, $300 per person technically adds up, but still. Is it even possible for a family of 5 to live on $1,500 a month? Oh, we're an exception. This is not normal. An exception? Well, for starters, we own our house, so we don't have rent to pay. Plus, our older daughter is barely home, so she mostly eats out with coworkers or friends and only comes back to sleep. Our younger one is still in college, but she buys her own stuff with her part-time job money, and she barely eats. Tiny appetite. So honestly, most of our grocery costs come from feeding Sam and his dad. Even though I like to buy high-quality ingredients, our food expenses aren't as high as you'd think. Oh, and we grow some of our own vegetables in the garden, and we have solar panels, so our electricity costs are almost nothing. I see, that explains a lot. But don't all the bills add up? Not really. Even with utilities and household essentials. A lot of our expenses come out of our own pockets individually, and since the girls often bring home food or gifts from their part-time jobs, we manage to keep our monthly expenses around $1,500. Hearing Lisa's explanation, it all made more sense, and more than ever, I was convinced. There's no way $300 per person would be enough for an apartment. Wait, was Sam expecting me to cover the shortfall, even though he has a job? I'll make sure to talk some sense into him. Seriously, he has no idea what he's talking about. Sorry for causing you unnecessary stress. No, not at all. Thank you so much. For now, I guess that settles it. If his own mother tells him he's wrong, surely he'll come to his senses. At least that's what I thought. But my relief didn't last long. That night at 2 a.m., despite having work the next morning, my phone started ringing. I glanced at the screen. Sam. A call at this hour. Something must have happened. Worried, I quickly picked up. Hello? Is everything okay?
Is everything okay? Are you kidding me? I just got absolutely chewed out by my mom because of you. What the hell?
Excuse me? I'd like my concern back, please. Sam's voice was full of rage. He wasn't just upset, he was yelling. I had never heard him this angry before, let alone had him shout at me. I was stunned. What?
You called my mom just to turn her against me and make me pay more, didn't you? Why the hell would you go and call her?
Because you literally told me if you don't believe me, ask my mom. I didn't believe you, so I did.
This is the worst. I knew my mom liked you, but I never thought she'd side against her own son.
Judging by the way he was talking, Lisa must have really let him have it. But Sam, he clearly still didn't understand why he was in the wrong. Didn't Lisa tell you that $300 per person isn't enough? We're getting married, you know. We have to actually live together and survive. You need to be realistic. It's just not possible.
What do you mean not possible? It's more than enough.
Oh, really? So what, you plan on living in the dark and surviving on plain rice every day? After paying rent and utilities, $600 for 2 people wouldn't even cover a month's worth of rice. The moment I said that, Sam laughed.
Come on, stop exaggerating. If you weren't so obsessed with luxury, we could totally afford rice.
Excuse me?
If we ever do run short, you can just cover the difference. You're the one with expensive tastes, after all.
Expensive tastes?
Oh, and by the way, once we're married, you better take care of the house like my mom does.
At that moment, whatever love I had left for Sam completely disappeared. No matter how patiently I explained that $600 wasn't enough, he kept insisting, it's fine. We were both going to be working, yet he expected me to handle all the housework. On top of that, if we were short on money, I was supposed to pay for it? What a joke! At this point, I didn't even care why he was so dead set on not contributing more. Because honestly, if this is how things were gonna be before we even move in together, there's no future here. I felt bad for Lisa, but there was no way in hell I was gonna marry this guy and live under the same roof as him. I was about to hang up when...
Oh, I know. Maybe Nathan can knock some sense into you. Let's call him after work and have a chat.
Nathan was one of Sam's friends who lived alone. I'd met him a few times when we all hung out together. Oh, Nathan, huh? I could just say goodbye right here, but this might be the perfect chance to give Sam a reality check. This could be fun. So I agreed to the discussion. The next day after work, I headed to the family restaurant where we'd planned to meet. When I arrived, Sam and Nathan were already there.
Hey, Paige. Long time no see.
Hey, it's been a while. Sorry, did I keep you guys waiting?
I just got here too. Hey, you say hi to Nathan before me, your future husband? I've been waiting for ages, you know.
Oh, I've had enough. I can't believe I wasted 3 years on this guy. Was I blind the whole time? So this was his true nature, huh? Wow.
What's up? You two fighting or something? You said you had something to talk about.
It seemed like Nathan hadn't been filled in yet, so I took the opportunity to explain everything. Meanwhile, Sam sat back, grinning like he'd already won, letting me do all the talking so I'd embarrass myself. When I finally finished, Sam smirked and turned to Nathan.
You'll back me up on this, right? I mean, I've been living just fine on $300 a month, but Paige is being way too high maintenance. She doesn't get it, man. Talk some sense into her, would ya?
As Sam laughed, Nathan turned to me and said,
Honestly, I'm speechless.
Sam immediately jumped in.
Right? I knew it. Even you think she's ridiculous.
But then Nathan cut him off.
No, dude. I'm speechless because of you. Paige, are you seriously planning to marry this guy? Wait, hold on a second.
I knew you'd see it my way, Nathan.
Yeah, no, this is bad. I wanted to support you two, but after hearing all this, I just can't.
See, I knew Nathan was a rational guy. Sam's just the odd one out here. Any normal person would react this way. Of course Nathan gets it. He actually lives on his own and manages his own finances. See now? Sam's the one who's being completely unreasonable.
So you got Nathan to gang up on me now? What? Have you two been meeting up behind my back or something?
Oh my god, are you serious right now? Even in this situation, instead of admitting he's wrong, he's trying to accuse me and Nathan of having an affair?
Wow, dude. Have you always been this stupid? What the hell did you just say? Look, my rent and utilities alone eat up $600 a month, easy. On top of that, I've got Wi-Fi, gas for my bike, parking fees, groceries, and don't even get me started on insurance and other expenses. Dude, how do you not get this? You seemed normal before, but man, you're actually a lost cause. Well, my parents made it work with that amount.
Yeah, because they own their house. It's a completely different situation. Even Lisa told me that your family's finances aren't normal. You still refuse to get it? Maybe you should try living alone for once and see for yourself. Wow, I gotta say I'm impressed. Sam's managed to act like a normal human being for this long without slipping up. But now, his true colors are so obvious. Apparently, the mention of living alone was all he could focus on. His eyes widened.
Wait, living alone? You mean you're not moving in with me? Newlyweds living apart is insane!
Newlyweds? We're not even married yet, and guess what? We're not getting married. No moving in together, no nothing. I'm breaking up with you tonight.
What? This is really worth breaking up over? When people have different values, they should try to understand each other. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, trying to understand me? How exactly am I supposed to meet you halfway when you refuse to see reality? Different values? No. This isn't just a values issue. He's completely detached from common sense.
No, I don't want this. I already told everyone we were getting married.
Oh, I see. He's not scared of losing me. He's scared of people finding out the wedding's off. Wow, like I care. Yeah, well, sucks to be you. Do not ever show your face in front of me ever again!
Wait, Paige, please, let's just talk. I needed you!
Ignoring him completely, I walked out of the diner.
Wait, Nathan, you're leaving too? Come on, man!
but Nathan just followed me outside.
Yeah, I'm done with him too. That was something else.
Ooh, looks like Sam lost both his fiancée and his friend in one night. Yikes. I thanked Nathan for everything, then headed home and immediately called Lisa. I felt a little bad. Lisa's always been so kind to me. But as soon as I told her what happened, she just sighed and said, "It's my idiot son's fault. Don't even worry about it." Just like that, any lingering guilt disappeared. A little while later, Lisa sent me a message. This is partly my fault too, so I made sure to punish him properly. Apparently, Sam got kicked out of his parents' house and was forced to live on his own. Lisa straight up told him, "You are never setting foot in this house again," before throwing him out. In fact, while he was living at home, he never paid a single cent towards household expenses. Instead, he spent his entire paycheck on hobbies and going out. Meanwhile, his older sister had been contributing $400 to the household every month, and his younger sister, who was still a student, managed to cover her own expenses with her part-time job. So how the hell did Sam turn out like that? Even Lisa was at a loss. She told me they'd fought about it before, but Sam kept insisting, "I'm saving up for my wedding with Paige." Oh really, saving up? This is the same guy who thought $300 was more than enough to cover everything. Yet he had the audacity to propose to me? The more I think about it, the more it sends shivers down my spine. Anyway, despite having to pay for rent and everything else on his own, he apparently continued living the exact same way as before. So unsurprisingly, he immediately started falling behind on rent. He kept missing payments until he was eventually evicted from his apartment, but it gets worse. After running out of money, he stole from his company. Yeah, straight up embezzled money. Now, he's in prison. I couldn't believe it when I heard. So yeah, he didn't just lose his fiancée and his best friend. He lost his home, his family, his job, and now his freedom. Guess that's what happens when you go through life completely clueless. As for me, I thought I'd be staying single for a while, but guess what? I met someone new. There's this guy from a company we do business with who's apparently felt for me at first sight and has been relentlessly pursuing me ever since. The craziest part? Turns out he's Nathan's older brother. I was shocked when I found out. Unlike a certain someone, he's got common sense and is genuinely a great guy, so I decided to give it a shot and start dating him. I don't know if I'll marry him yet, but one thing's for sure, I will not be making the same mistakes I did before. Lesson learned! Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!